Hello everyone, this is a web app solution, Swachhta. In this we have three interfaces, industry, committee and municipal. And we have also added a feature of change language to Odia. If we click on this button, then all the fields will be now written in Odia so that a local person or an uneducated person who does not understand English could also view our website. Now, if we can see, we have a form of service request, we'll get back to it. And we have also added a counter of complaint raised, complaint resolved and unresolved so that it could build trust with the users. And also if we scroll down, we have also added a section of e-waste so that the user could be aware about the various categories of waste and revenue advantages of dumping e-waste. And are also some do's and don'ts. Now we'll check with service request. In service request, the user will type his name, the respective phone number, and the address to which he or she needs to schedule the pickup. The pin code user will enter, and we have also added a feature that if the user enters the pin code, automatically the municipal corporation corresponding to that pin code will be autofilled. This would reduce the burden of user to Google search that. Also, now user will identify that which issue he or she needs to call the municipality. Maybe it could be garbage pickup, drainage, sewage or sanitation. Maybe he could pick now garbage pickup, and now he or she could click on check if the waste is e-waste. So we have added a AI model which would predict that whether the waste is e-waste by clicking some photos and uploading them on a portal. For example, we have uploaded an image of crushed bottle, and if you click on predict, it is predicting that it is a plastic waste. And also we have written it in Odia also so that localite could also understand. Similarly, we have clicked photo of mouse, and if you click on predict, it is showing it is a e-waste and this can be recycled at a decent price. So the uneducated person could now check this button if it contains the e-waste or not. For example, it contains, if we click on checkbox, now we click on submit. So the complaint has been filed and a unique ticket ID has been generated, and the message has been sent to the respective user's mobile number, and he or she could track the complaint with the ticket ID. For example, this complaint has this ticket ID, and if the user clicks on track, then you can see that all the fields are mentioned and the status is currently pending. Here is a button to push the request to higher authorities, but we have added an estimated time of 3 days. Before 3, if the time limit exceeds to 3 days, then the user could push to higher authorities, that is the governing committee. Now we'll see the municipal dashboard. The request generated by the user will now pop up in the respective municipal corporation's dashboard. Each municipal corporation has its own login credentials. For example, BMC will now log in, and as you can see, civilian request is showing. Just now we had generated that. Issue is garbage pickup. If it has been resolved, then user could click on yes, and that would be removed from the respective municipal's login portal. So just now we have completed with the first interface of municipal corporation. Now if a user tracks his ticket ID using track, and as you can see the status is resolved, but the user is not satisfied with the service provided by municipal corporation, so it will push it to higher authorities. Now you can see ticket is pushed to higher authorities. So here the higher authority is governing committee. Governing committee acts as a mediator between industry and municipal body. So each committee has its own login credentials through which it can log in, and if you click on submit, the committee is now logged in, and here we can see complaint raised, complaint resolved and unresolved, so that the governing committee can keep track that how many complaints till now it has solved. So as you can see, we have three subdivisions: civilian complaints, pending industry complaints, verified industry complaints. So the civilian complaint is now being showed as the user had tracked its ticket ID and pushed it to higher authorities, and the higher authority is governing committee. So in the governing committee portal it has been displayed. Now the civilian complaints is from the respective municipality BMC, Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation. So the Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation dashboard will contain this request, and if the governing committee is now satisfied with the solution provided by Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation, then it could tick on this button yes, and if it will click on this button, then the complaint has been resolved and it would be removed from the database. So this is a third interface, that is industry, and the main feature of this complaint system is that the user's credentials are hidden. So it could describe its issue like drainage, smell issue, name of industry, for example A, and the locality, also the pin code, so that the specific industry would be targeted properly. And the user needs to attach a proof so that the governing committee could check upon that whether it is a valid complaint or it is just used to trouble the respective industry. So it will attach a file and it will submit the query. So successfully it has been registered, the industry complaint, and now this industry complaint will be shown in governing committee's portal. So the governing committee will now check whether it is a valid complaint request or not, so that the industry should not get troubled by the non-valid complaints. So now the committee will log in, and as you can see here, there is a pending industry complaints portal in which the governing committee could either verify or reject. This means that if the governing committee will verify, then it will be redirect to verified industry complaints, and automatically that request will be shown in the industry's portal. So if it ticks, now you can see verified industry complaint portal is now showing the pending industry complaint, and this same complaint will now get pushed to the respective industry's login. So if this industry, whose name is A, if it now logs into its own portal, then as you can see, a complaint now being shown with the respective fields. And now the respective industry needs to submit a PDF report of this issue. And this PDF report will contain regarding the issue that has been raised by the user. So if we click on submit query, so successfully the PDF has been uploaded, and this PDF will be seen by the governing committee, and governing committee will check that whether it is a proper. Now the governing committee will check that whether the PDF submitted by the respective industry is a valid clarification or not. So the governing committee will now log in, and as you can see, verified industry complaints will have a new section of view reports. So here it can view its PDF, which it has been uploaded. It is a dummy file currently. So the governing committee will now check that whether it is a proper PDF file uploaded for the respective issue generated by the user, and if it thinks that it is a valid report, then it could click on this resolve button, then automatically this request would be cleared. In case it finds that this is not a valid report, it could click on this SPCV button. With the help of this SPCV button, it would schedule a visit of SPCV to the respective industry. From SPCB, I mean State Pollution Control Board. So if the governing committee clicks on this SPCB button, then the visit would be scheduled of SPCB to that particular industry. and SPCB means State Pollution Control Board. And if the governing committee clicks on resolve button, then automatically that request would be